Project 2025.
Or Project 2025.
Project 2025.
Project 2025.
Imagine this. You wake up in 2025 and something feels different. The government has changed a lot. Federal agencies are getting dismantled. Laws you thought were set in stone, rewritten overnight. People are arguing, and no one seems to agree on whether this is a new beginning or the start of something dangerous. This isn't some wild conspiracy theory. It's called Project 2025. Some say it's a necessary correction, a way to fix what's broken in the system. Others, they're calling it the biggest power grab in modern American history. So, what's really going on? In this deep dive, we're going to break it all down. What is Project 2025, and who's behind it? What major changes could it bring? How will it impact your daily life? What do supporters and critics have to say? And, most importantly, should you be worried? By the end of this video, you'll have all the facts, so you can decide for yourself. Let's get into it. Let's start with the basics. What exactly is Project 2025? At its core, Project 2025 is a massive policy plan created by the Heritage Foundation, a well-known conservative think tank. But this isn't just a bunch of ideas on paper. It's a step-by-step blueprint designed to reshape the U.S. government. Fast. The goal? Make sure that if a conservative president wins in 2024, they're ready to hit the ground running. No delays, no resistance, just immediate action. And we're not talking about small tweaks here. This plan is about fundamentally changing how the government works. Here's what they want to do. 1. Fire thousands of federal employees and replace them with people who align with their views. 2. Give the president more control over government agencies, meaning fewer checks and balances. 3. Roll back progressive policies, especially on LGBTQ+ rights, abortion, and education. 4. Crack down on immigration, including mass deportations and stricter border policies. 5. Deregulate the economy, cutting environmental protections and boosting fossil fuel industries. 6. Reshape the courts, stacking them with judges who interpret the Constitution through a conservative lens. Basically, they're planning a complete government makeover. Now, some people believe this is exactly what America needs, a government that moves faster and works more efficiently. But others think it's a dangerous power grab that could erode democracy. We'll get into both sides in a bit. But first, let's talk about who's actually pulling the strings here. So, who's really running the show? Project 2025 isn't the work of one person. It's backed by a network of powerful conservative groups. Some of the biggest players include the Heritage Foundation, the main architect behind the plan; the Federalist Society, the group that helped shape the Supreme Court's conservative majority; America First Legal, founded by Stephen Miller, a key Trump advisor focused on legal battles; Turning Point USA, a conservative youth movement pushing for education reforms; the Claremont Institute, a think tank that wants a major rethinking of how democracy should work. These aren't just random organizations. They've been influencing American politics for decades, from Reagan's presidency to Trump's administration. And now, they're setting the stage for what they hope will be the next big conservative era. So, what's actually in this plan for 2025? Let's break it down. Let's talk about the actual policies. If this plan goes into effect, what changes would we see? 1. Government overhaul. Thousands of government employees? Gone. Agencies like the Department of Justice and the FBI put under direct presidential control. The goal? Eliminate career bureaucrats and replace them with people who share the president's vision. Second, social policy changes LGBTQ+ protections. Rolled back. Same-sex marriage could be re-examined. Schools, new rules on what can and can't be taught, especially about race, gender, and history. 3. Abortion and reproductive rights. A possible nationwide abortion ban, even in states where it's currently legal. Defunding Planned Parenthood and other reproductive health care providers. Expanding laws that let businesses deny services based on religious beliefs. 4. Climate and environmental policies. Major cuts to climate regulations. The EPA could be dismantled or significantly weakened. More support for oil and gas industries. 5. Immigration and border security. Ending protections for undocumented immigrants. Revoking birthright citizenship for children of undocumented immigrants. Military involvement at the border. If this all sounds pretty extreme, that's because it is. But supporters say it's necessary to push back against what they see as government overreach and liberal influence. So, let's look at both sides. This isn't the first time we've seen big government overhauls. History gives us plenty of examples. The New Deal, 1930s. A massive expansion of government power during the Great Depression. The Patriot Act, 2001. Increased surveillance and executive power after 9/11. The Enabling Act, 1933 Germany. A law that gave Hitler unchecked power, which started as a temporary measure. Now, does Project 2025 mean America is heading toward authoritarian rule? Not necessarily, but when governments consolidate power too quickly, history shows us the risks. All right, so what now? Whether you support this plan or not, you need to be informed. Read the full Project 2025 document. It's publicly available. Stay updated. Follow independent journalists, not just mainstream media. Talk about it. Conversations matter. Most importantly, vote, because policies like these depend on who's in office. So, what do you think? Is Project 2025 a necessary reform or a step toward authoritarianism? Drop a comment below, and let's talk about it. Like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more deep dives like this.